Shalom, HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well and taught us his truth through the Spirit. Shalom to the sincere Akim Wa'akwatiyam, listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith, and to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah. And to the Akim out here laboring, making their bodies a living sacrifice, pushing the word on truth and sincerity, Shalom. I was showing that at first. I don't know what they're building there, but that could very easily be turned into a you-know-what, camp, for whatever purpose Esau, wants to make it fulfill, as he pushes out his mandates and eventually the chip. But what I was gonna speak on was being lukewarm, like it says in Revelation 3, I believe verse 16, because thou art lukewarm, because you're neither cold or hot, so he will surely spew you out. He's not even going to be dealing with you at all. Well, he's not going to deal with you if you're cold, but he would rather you be cold than, ride the fence, as they call it, But that's for the Akim out there that are, choosing now of all times to fall away, to not do the work as consistently, not be on the job, as much as they should be, losing patience, losing faith, now is the worst time, the worst possible time, It's one thing if Satan hinders you, and it's another if you're just being a slothful servant, Hey, the Lord had to, whip me back into shape. I was watching the brother around Sacramento, I believe. The YAHAWAH. His channel is YAHAWAH, I believe. He did a video, I believe just yesterday, going into that, how brothers are lukewarm, they're not doing what they should be doing. I remember Apostle Tahar had an example like, oh, you took 2 weeks off the job and then you go back to work expecting to get paid. Like, no, you're fired, in fact. Not only are you not getting paid, in fact, you're fired. The Lord will take the spirit away from you in those 2 weeks that you took off. And like I said, there's a difference between Satan hindering you and you just not doing everything in your power to push the word out, And the brother went into it, he's saying, like, the fact that if the Lord didn't want you, or if he just wasn't dealing with you, he wouldn't even let you hear the message. But anyone that receives it, the fact that you stumbled upon one of the Akim's videos, or any type of, I suppose a sign that ends up cutting you, then you should count that as mercy from the Most High, showing you that you need to, step up your game, get back on the saddle, so to speak. You need to keep doing the work and get on fire, Every brother should be on fire. Every brother should be out. Every able-bodied brother should be on the highways and hedges, doing the work, you know. And Satan has been hindering, me and my ak for a time, a long time. But it comes to a point where when there's nothing stopping you, or when there's an alternative, then you need to do that. You need to put in the effort to get it done, regardless of how out of your way it may seem. If you're able to, you just go out and do it. The Lord might be challenging you, trying to get you to see if you're willing to put all that effort. You'll go out of your way to go hang out with your boys, to go see a woman, pay all this money for her food and all this bullshit, and at the end you still won't get none of that box. You hang with your boys, you end up feeling unfulfilled because you're not getting anything done, unless you're congregating, doing the work in some capacity, or you go out of your way for your job, you go overtime to make some more money, and you're still just slaving away, still feeling depressed, still hating your life. So why not put that extra effort for the Lord? Because you're gonna feel good. And I know Akim can attest to that. Brothers feel invigorated every time we go out to camp. We feel bad to go back home. That was the spirit that was on me. Every time I went out, I felt bad going back. I felt, damn, I want to stay out there. I want to keep on pushing this word out. Every time we were about to close out, I wanted to keep bringing out scriptures. I wanted to keep on relaying the messages, or the message, rather. Whatever you're dealing with, it's ultimately it's from the Lord. The fact that you have the eyes to see these things, the ears to hear certain things, shows you that the Lord is giving you a chance. He is having mercy on you, like it says in Hebrews 12. If ye roughly paraphrasing, if ye endure chastening, He dealeth with you as with sons. Because if you don't endure chastening, then you're a bastard. He's not your father. Like, look at these heathens out here, man. They're living life. Well, they're dealing with the curses now, and they're starting to get dismayed at the signs and all the disasters and judgments coming upon the earth. But they were living it up. They were doing good. They don't get punished for not keeping the Sabbath. I've seen so many videos, so many pictures of Jake dropping food, to the point where at some point I was just like, I'm just gonna assume that they bought it on the Sabbath. They must have, for them to keep on dropping their food and drinks and stuff. A very popular video of a Jake dropping all his McDonald's right when he got home. But yeah, these heathens don't get punished for not keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI's laws, statutes, and commandments. They're doing good, Look at these heathens, man. They're just enjoying their time outside. So it's about you. It's about us. The sincere Akim wa Agwatium. Having true faith, The Lord is dealing with the remnant, the righteous remnant, the hopeful elect of his people. Now's the time to be on fire, putting in as much work as you can, as you possibly can, as much effort as you possibly can, you know, spiritually, you know, preparing for these times that we're coming into, because it's only going to get harder. It's only going to get worse. You know, it's not going to get any easier. So if you couldn't handle the chastening, if you couldn't handle the hell that we've been catching just as being Israelites in general, then you're definitely not going to be able to, see, that was training. That was training. If you couldn't handle that, you're not going to be able to handle this. You know? So basically, stop being lukewarm, man. Get on fire in these last days. So with that, I want to say, Abad Babal, YAHAWAH, alright? YAHAWADAH, alright? And Kwam Yasharala, Shalom to the hopeful elect, and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto Yahawah wa YAHAWASHI. Shalom.